Namo dasa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo dasa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo dasa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So today, in continuation of last Monday, page number 290, second paragraph. As I told you before, the second paragraph is talking about the deity, round view, and also especially how round view arises. Okay, what are the conditions for the round view to arise? So here mentioned. So first three lines, study from Dattha up to the Mecha Dasanasa Upati Veritava. This sentence is you can simply say Sankhepa Vajja. Sankhepa means brief. And then because it is followed by the detailed explanation. So study from the ye up to the Upajati di Veritava. Okay, up to the second last sentence of that paragraph. Okay, then Eda Upajati di Veritava. This is Vaithara Vajja. Sankhepa Vajja and Vaithara Vajja are there. So brief and detail, brief sentence and detailed explanation. So last time we finished, yes, Sankhepa. Major Dasanasa Upadiwe. It should be known the rising of the round view.
Hi, Sayadaw.
Yes.
So for that sentence, do we need a comma after the word Abhidhamma Sayadaw?
Yeah, it would be better with the comma.
Right, Sayadaw? Yeah.
Because in the Pali we don't have a comma. Right?
Yes,
but
yes, because in the front they put 2 commas there, so we need a comma there as well, right, Sayadaw?
Sure, it is better to have a comma.
Yeah.
Because it is RD, with the word RD, it was summarized. Okay, so many things are omitted there, and not only Adasana Kamata, so it will be followed later here in the following sentences. So following sentence, and also Yoniso Manasikara. So it would be better to have a comma. Asadhamasa one thing, Akalayana Medada one thing, Ariyana Adasana Kamada Dini one thing, one cause, one condition, and the Ionism Nasikara. So then, so Hijabana is a kind of indicators, right? A kind of indicator, or now the people simply say signpost, right? Signpost. So do indicate. So this is the road called Shwetagompaya land, or Kabai Paya land, or Swero Paya land, like that. They write on the post, signpost. So here also Nibbada. Nibbada is a signpost that here is a Vaithara. Okay, going to be. So Nibbada Padasa like a signpost. So then they call what? Vajja Jodaka, right? It is called Vajja Jodaka. Jodaka means Jodi is a light, right? Jodi is a light. Jodaka something with a light. So your yehi ede pati wada, dedi wada pati sanyuta asadhamma. Desam bahumana bobhangamena adekanda majadena ubekha ubabrekha rahidena sawanena yeja dedi vipana or up to that comma. Okay. It is called asadhamma sawana. It is an elaboration of the what asadhamma sawana. So starting from the ye, he, up to the sawanena, up to the comma. So yada. So the sentence with the start with the ye. Yehi ede dedi wada pati sambayogda asadhamma. So ye asadhamma. So it is a go aniyama waja. Aniyama means uncertain. So whatever. So then it was followed by the days that sentence up to the sawanina is called niyama waja. So yehi ede pati wada dedi wada pati samyukta asadhamma. So there is asadhamma, ignoble dhamma, which is related or connected with the round view. Like a certain dhamma, which is really connected with the round view. Yehi ede. So ye and ede are joined together. So translation is giving ye ede asadhamma. So asadhamma, we can divide asadhamma with a plus a sadhamma. Sadhamma is a noble dhamma, noble teaching. A here is the opposite to noble teaching. That is ignoble, we simply translate. So there are teachings which is opposite to noble dhamma. And also,
Sayadaw.
yes.
So this Titiwada is refers the wrong preacher or is refers their teachings?
Dedi wada pati sanyuta. Dedi wada is a view. Dedi wada. Dedi is here God. Dedi here simply go what the wrong view. Okay.
Yeah, the Titiwada is refers the other teachers who preach the asadhamma, or is just refers their wrong teaching, not refers the teacher.
Wrong view only. Not
Wrong view.
refer to the teacher, but wrong views, wrong idea, wrong philosophy. So Dedi wada. Not directly to the person. Now heretical teachers. So Pati Sanyuta is connected. Okay, connected with Dedi wada. Dedi wade pati Dedi wade na Pati Sanyuta. So connected with the round view. Lovely. So they are opposite to noble dhamma. Okay, like that. So in brief, we can simply say that there are certain views opposite to noble dhamma, and also it is connected with wrong view. So desam to this dhamma, desam asadhammanam, like that. Desam to this bahumana bobhangamena adekanda majadena Upaparikha rahidena savanena. So savanena is a desan savanena. So asadhamma savana, asadhammanam savana, asadhamma savana. Like that, we can make a word compound. So listening to the listening to the Dhamma, which are opposite to the what? Noble Dhamma. So listen, not merely listening. Here modifiers are there. Bahumana Bobangamina. Bobangama is what? Like a Manobobangama. Right? A Manobobangama. Led by a Purana or Brigasa, like that we can say. So, and also we can simply say led by Bobangama. So gam is a to go, Boba means fast, go fast. Bobangama. That's why they go what the foreigner. Bobangama, foreigner or the what? Foreigner, Bahumana. So mana here does not mean pride or conceit, but mana is a what? Like, we can simply say like, with a much like. So led by the led by a lot of love, or a lot of liking, like that. Bahumana Bobhangamena. So it means that you appreciate it so much. So with a much appreciation, you listen to this, do their Dhamma, do their teaching. So, and then Adekanda Majadena, Majada Adekanda. Adekanda means go beyond. Okay, go beyond. So the root Adekanda, the root is a kamu, come, to go. And then Adekanda, what? Adekanda, go beyond. Majadena, Majada means a neutrality. So when we are listening to the teachings, or when we are reading the books, we like it so much. So, and also, we are not neutral. The reader, actually, the people are encouraged that, people encourage like that. If you read some book, or if you listen to any teaching, don't be biased, right? Don't be biased. So it means to be a neutral. Okay, as a neutral person, we have to read. So if we incline so much, for example, for the author, okay, for their appearance, for their community, for the speaker also like that, then so even before we hear what his talk or her talk, we are already on their side. So that's why Adekanda Majadina is like that, going beyond the neutrality. So in Myanmar, Majada means Majada, Maja. So Maja is the middle. So you just remain in the middle, and then listen, and then ponder about that, whether it is reasonable or logical, like that. We have to, when we listen, whatever teachings. But here, to raise a wrong view is that when we listen to the teaching, preaching or whatever, then our mind is already gone beyond the neutrality. Adekanda Majadina. Upaparikha Rahidina. Rahida means let go. Okay, Rahida, Virahita. Upaparikha means what? Upaparikha is
Investigation.
Yeah, that's right, correct. Investigating. So lack of investigation. So if we say, okay, the crow is a white, suppose the crow is a white. So here is a white crow, something like that. Then without considering, without investigating, without using our intelligence, we just accept. So that sort of thing is called upaparikha rahidena. Upaparikha. The division of the word also very important. Okay, division of the word. So because in the compound, so suppose you can simply say upa parikara hidena. Suppose if you divide like that, upa parikara hidena. So the meaning will be very much different, right? Parikara means requisites. And the hidena, so for the requisites, for the benefit of a requisite, something like that. So that's why we study what the sandhi, right? Sandhi is how to divide the words, okay, how to join the words and so on, and also samasa like that. So upa breakara hidena, we have to read it like that. In Myanmar way of reading, so Myanmar Sayadawjis, they are very much emphasized to recite Pali words correctly with the correct pause, where to stop and where to start. Okay, where do you begin like that? So if you listen the Brahda chantings, so among the Theravada countries, the Myanmar way of recitation is very much different from others. So other countries like Sri Lanka, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, so they are more or less very similar. They emphasize on the emphasis is placed on the rhymes and rhythms. Okay, rhymes and rhythms. So if you pay attention to their way of chanting, but in Myanmar way of recitation, we emphasize on the correct way of pause. So where to stop. So that's why we don't pay much attention to the rhymes and rhythms in reciting by Brahda. So also here, Bali. So that will be very helpful for us to think about the meaning of the word correctly. Okay, when we are one of the factors in reciting Brahda is like that, we have to know the meaning of each word. Okay, we have to know the meaning of the words. So without knowing, if we recite, then we just recite it, then it may not be so effective. Okay, so it may not be so effective. It is right, and it is mentioned in the commentary. So then in the Brahda recitation, we have fetters to be endowed with. Those who recite the Brahda from the reciter's side as well as from the listener's side. Only when these requirements are met, then the Brahda chanting will be very much effective. So that's why the cutting of the word, or maybe where to pause, so knowing the meaning, it will be very helpful for the understanding, for the knowing of the meaning, meaning of the word we are reciting. So here, upa parikha rahidena. Okay, so savanena, with the listening. So by listening or with the listening, do this dhamma, which is led by the so much appreciation, and also going beyond, which is going let te sambahumana bobhangamena savanena adhikanda majadena savanena upa parekha rahidena savanena. So listening, not merely listening, that we have already our mind is already inclined towards their teaching or the writing. So it goes beyond the neutrality of the reader or listener, and also being lack of the consideration or investigation. So again, because of this way of listening, there can arise a deity, major deity around you. Okay, major deity around you. So, but it does not mean that we are prohibited to read others' teachings, others' way of thinking, others' writings. We are allowed to read, but the way we read is important. Okay, when we read or when we listen to others' teaching, like Christianity, Islam, or Hinduism, or any other religion or ideology, or even Western philosophy or psychology or whatever, we are free to listen or to read. Okay, then, but what the commentator encourage is that don't listen or don't read with much appreciation, or led by the appreciation, and also don't read with the mind, which is going beyond the neutrality, or don't read with being lack of the investigation. So then if we read or if we listen to others' teachings, then others' way of living and so on, then we can enrich our understanding, our knowledge. So that point, we have to understand that. So unlike any other religion, the other religions, so I heard some other religion, they are prohibited, the people are prohibited to read or to listen to others' teachings. But Buddhism is not like this. Buddhism is free to listen other teaching, but so with this, with the investigative mind, we can listen. So that is about the asa dhammasaṅgaṇī. If we listen like this, then there will arise around you. Then number 2 is akalayana miṭṭata. So study from yeja diti vipana akalayana miṭṭa. Tan sampoinga da saṅkhādāya akalayana miṭṭataya. So up to that is about the akalayana miṭṭa. So ignore friend. So then yeja diti vipana akalayana miṭṭa. So there are the friends who are not a noble, not a good friend. And also the diti vipana, their views are broken. Okay, their views are vipana means what? Not perfect. Okay, but broken, with the broken views. So tan sampavaṅgata saṅkhādāya. Okay, tan sampavaṅgata saṅkhādāya. Saṅkhāda means so called. Okay, so called. Sampavaṅgata. Sampawenga means inclined. Okay, inclined. Inclined to what? Tan. Tan here refers to akalayana meta. Okay, akalayana meta. Teddy Vibana akalayana meta. So our mind is already inclined. So towards this person, towards that kind of a friend who has a wrong view or wrong idea. So that sort of thing is called akalayana meta. Akalayana meta, being friend with the one who is with the wrong view, to who's the wrong view. Then number 3, Ariyana Adasanaka Mata. Ariyana here refers to Buddha Dina. Buddha Dina Ariyana Jiva. Okay. So noble persons are led by the Buddha. So noble persons are led by the Buddha. And then Saburisa Nanja. Saburisa, virtuous one. In Myanmar, Saburisa is a god Durogao. Okay, Durogao. So virtuous one. So Adasana Kamata, having no desire to see, having no desire to see the Buddha, or noble persons led by the Buddha, and also virtuous persons. So this is about the Ariyana Adasana Kamata. Then Adini over there, and the Sankhepa Vaja, there is Adini. Kamada, Adasana Kamada Adini. Here, after the Adasana Kamadaya, then the commentator continue to reveal, right? Reveal the word Adi. So, Chatu Sati Patana Di Bedi, Ariya Dhammi, Akovi Dadina. So that is one reason, one condition for being with the wrong view. So Ariya Dhamma, Ariya Dhammi in the Noble Dhammas. So Noble Dhamma, we have a 37, right? Bodhibhagya Dhamma. 37 paths of enlightenment. 37 factors of enlightenment, like that. So led by the four mindfulness. Okay, 4 foundations of mindfulness, 4 effort, and so on. So these dhammas are Akawida. We are not clever, not skillful. Okay, in these Satipatthana, Samapatthana, Indriya, Bala, etc. So this is also one reason for becoming Mechadeti, we can simply say, or Mechadasana. And then another condition is that Patimokkha Samvara, Indriya Samvara, Sati Samvara, Jnana Samvara, Pahana Samvara, Pabidi, Ariya Dhammiji, wa Sapurisa Dhammija, Samvara Veda Sankadena, Avinayena. So this is Avinayena is the main word. So Avinayena, without the Vinaya, without the discipline. Okay, without the discipline. So known as what? Samvara. Known as Samvara. So different kinds of Samvara. So Patimokkha Samvara, restraint. Right. Restraint or the what? Restraint or the monastery rules. Indriya Samvara, restraint or the faculties. Sati Samvara, restraint through the sati. Jnana Samvara, restraint through the wisdom. And then Pahana Samvara, restraint by abandonment. So there are many different kinds of Samvara like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 kinds of Samvaras are given. And then in the Visuddhimagga, there these kind of Samvaras are explained in detail. So these Samvaras are also, we can call Ariya Dhamma as well as a Noble Dhamma. So if we don't have such a kind of a restraint, then it is called no discipline, avinayena. So, as you see that the Patimokkha Samvara, the monastic rules should be abided by the through the what? Through the saddha, through the faith in the Buddha's teaching, faith in the Buddha, faith in the Dhamma, faith in the Sangha. So if we have a stronger faith, then we are more to follow the Vinaya rules. So also Indriya, Samvara, Sati, Jnana, like that. So are we? Yes.
I have a question about that sentence. So, so as Sayadaw said, avinayena is the main word, right? And
yes.
And it is explained as the Sangvarabheda Sankhatena. That is the explanation of the avinayena, right?
Yes.
And then, so does that mean that the long samasa, patimokha, sangvara, indriya, and so on, that one, it modifies the word Sangvarabheda Sankhatena, Sayadaw?
Yeah, sure. Samvarabheda.
So we have to read backward, right, Sayadaw?
Sure.
Okay.
So Samvarabheda, the main word is avinayena. Avinaya means without discipline. So discipline here, different kinds of a samvara. Okay, different kinds of a restraint. So different kinds of restraint are enumerated as a Patimokkha Samvara, Indriya Samvara, Sati Samvara, Jnana, and Pahana Samvara. 5 Samvara Veda. So they are also called, they can also be called as Ariya Dhamma or Saburisa Dhamma. Okay. Ariya Dhammeja, Saburisa Dhammeja. Let me see. So yeah. So Sayadaw is also translated as a what? Patimokkha Samvara Bhavidi Ariya Dhammeji wa Saburisa Dhammeja.
So which means the Patimokha Sangvara Sira Indriya Sati Jnana and Pahana Sangvarabhede. That word modifies the word Sangvarabheda Sankha. Sangvarabhede.
Sangvarabheda.
And then also the Ariya Dhamme and Sapurisa Dhamme, that is the explanation of the Patimokha and so on, Sayadaw.
Ariya Dhamme, Saburisa Dhamme, they are modifier for all of 5.
Okay.
Now these 5 are Ariya Dhamma as well as Saburisa Dhamma. So in terms of the Vinaya, in terms of the discipline,
so,
because Ariya Dhamma, previously also we found that Ariya and Saburisa. Ariya Saburisa refer to the Buddha Dhammas. Okay, Buddha, led by the Buddha and the noble persons.
So Sayadaw, in those words, the A ending, that vipatti, that is in the locative case, right, Sayadaw?
Sure.
The locative case. Okay. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you. Then, so these are how many reasons we got. Avinayena, and if we count backward, Avinayena, and then Agovidadena. So do more what? Do more reasons are given. Okay. Asa Dhammasawana Agalayana Meda, Ariyana Adasana Kamada, and then what? Agowida, Riya Dhami Agowidada, And then Samvara Vedi Avinayena. Samvara Veda. Okay. So 5. So if there is these 5 reasons, Tehi Vakaranehi, Tehi Eva Karanehi, with these causes or conditions, Paribhavidena, permeated Ionisomanasikarina. So Ionisomanasikarina does not happen without any conditions. Ionisomanasikarina happened because of these conditions. Because if we are much influenced by the ignoble dhamma, or if we are much associated with the ignoble friend, and also if we are not clever in the Buddha's teachings, so, and also if we are not restrained, then Ionisomanasikarina easily arise. So that's why Paribhavidena, I don't know how it is translated. What the word appear in my mind is that permeated. Okay, permeated. So
they have the mixed or feared ways of practiced, penetrated, trained.
Yes, Paribhavida means something like a what? If you have a small box, in the small box we put many flowers, and then after that we put a kind of a handkerchief or something. Then so after some time, maybe after 1 hour or maybe 2 hours, then the handkerchief absorb all the scented smells or perfumes. So that sort of thing is called Paribhavida. So we put something together with the other things. So then they are affected. So like this is called Paribhavida. So if we associate with the wrong friend too much, and also if we listen too much about the Asadhamma, so and also if we frequently don't restrain our senses, our faculties, and so on, then Ionisomanasikarina is easily arising. Unwise attention, habitual action, right? Habitual, it become a habitual for us to think in an unwise manner. And also another reason is, another condition is that Koduhala Mangaladi Pasuta Dayaja. So Koduhala Mangala. So Koduhala Mangala. I think you have studied when you listen, when you study about the Mangala Sutta, right? Koduhala. Koduhala Mangala is we regard something as auspicious or something as inauspicious. Suppose in the West, the number 13 is said to be not auspicious, the bad sign, something like that. So if you see number 13, or if you are aware of that today is the 13th day, then if you are influenced by this idea, then you try not to do work, because you think it is a bad luck, a bad omen. So also if you see something good, so for us, for the Myanmar people, mostly the Buddha has a 9 virtue, right? So number 9 is a good sign for us. The number 9 is a good sign for us. So like that. So some people, and also in Myanmar, we have many such ideas. So among the days and days, we consider even in our calendar, we can see that it is a yaza. Ye means a day or date. Yaza is the king. The king. What? How to translate? Yaza is the best day to do new work or to carry out the functions. So that if we have such a belief, such an idea, pasudadaya, it becomes a habitual action for us to take something as auspicious or as inauspicious. Regarding what? Regarding the object we see or regarding the sound we hear. So when you see something, during the Buddha's time, or even before the Buddha's time, those who are with a shaved head, okay, like us, we shave our head. It is for the Brahmin people, for the Brahmins, those who believe in the Brahmanism, they consider that it is inauspicious to see a monk, okay, to see a monk. So that sort of idea, that sort of belief, if we have also, not only just having, but that you are absorbed, if we are absorbed in this kind of regarding days and days of seeing object, sight or sound or smell and so on, as auspicious and inauspicious. Actually, they do nothing, but maybe there may be some effect, but if we totally entrust our faith on them, that is what? That will be become a wrong view. But you can take it something for, you can take these things as for granted to some extent, but you have to do, okay, this is a good day, then I work. Only when, even though it is a good day, only when I work, I can earn money and so on. Okay. Only when we have a wisdom, so we can make a more profit or make more beneficial for us and for others. So that sort of idea, if we have, then still you are not a wrong major deity yet. So Father Dika Sayadaw explained like that. So Godula Mangala di Pasudaya. So that is also one of the reasons for arising of the wrong view. Edan Obajati. Edan here refers to wrong view. Obajati di Veridabha. That should be noted. So that is about the Vedara Vajja. Sankeba Vajja we have done, and also now Vedara Vajja about the how or what are the conditions for the rising of the wrong view. So main point is that, yeah.
I have some difficulty understand that long Vitara Vajja. So at the end, so right before the word etang upachati tiveditapang, we have the particle ja, right? So that particle ja is to connect the ayoniso manasikarena and go to halamangala di pasutataya, right, Sayadaw?
Yeah, and also and also previous 5 or Asadhamma Akalayana Maida, Hariyana Adasana Kamada, and then Hariyadami Agovidadam, and then Awinayena also. Awinayena.
Yeah, so does that mean that the ayoniso manasikarena has nothing to do with the paribhavitena, right? So, paribhavitena is like another reason, right?
No. Paribhavitena is modifier for the ayoniso manasikara. So previous, just the word before the Paribhavidina is Dehewa Karanehi.
Yeah.
Dehewa Karane, Dehi Dewa Karane, Paribhavidina ayoniso manasikarina. So ayoniso manasikara, which is permeated with these three influence, we can simply say, are greatly influenced by these reasons.
So if that's the case, then so you know, if we go back to the what is that? Saṅgaṇīpāḷi sentence, then which means we should not take ayoniso manasikaro as one separate reason. Right? Because according to the Vittara sentence, if we explain it that way, then the ayoniso manasikara, it's affected by the dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi. Right?
Yeah, sure. This is affected by the dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi, etc. So as I told you before, asadhamma savana and dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi, these are the distant conditions for the deity to arise. Okay, ayoniso manasikara is immediate condition for the deity to arise. So it is in the thought process also very clear. And the Vatapana is there. Vatapana, after the Vatapana, there follows Javana, right? So Vatapana is another name of the Yoniso manasikara, ayoniso manasikara. Then with the Vatapana, we decided then there will be what? Round you, akusala, dedicata samyuta citta will follow in the javanas.
Yes, so, you know, but then if that's the case, then I mean the grammar of the Saṅgaṇīpāḷi sentence is a little bit strange, right?
Yeah,
because then I mean, so he put the word adasanakamatadini in the, I guess that is just the nominative case, right? And if we read that and we don't see any connection between that and the ayoniso manasikaro, so that was the reason why at the beginning of the lecture I asked, you know, if we should put a comma there. But it looks like now we don't need a comma because they are connected.
So one way is they are connected, and also another way is they can be taken as a separate conditions. Okay, the one thing for sure is that they are surely connected with the ayoniso manasikara. Then, but the point here is these conditions are also conditions for the deity to arise. Ayoniso manasikara is also conditions for the deity to arise. Okay, in this we can enumerate the conditions, the conditions for the rising of the deity.
I see. So which means we can take them separately, but also we can take them as having connection, right, Sayadaw?
Yeah, sure.
I see. Okay. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Yeah. So let's finish this. Is the one more sentence. Asaṅkhara bhavo panna asa. Panasa panna asa we can divide. Cetasa hita vodanayini va viridavo. So now we are working on the first akusala citta. Okay. Samnasagata jnana dedicata samyuta asaṅkharika citta. Okay. So that's why the state of being asaṅkhara, unprompted, of this citta should be noted with the method with the ways as mentioned in the previous contest, that is in the kusala contest also. Mahakusala contest, there is an explanation about the asankhara. So in this sentence, there you see pana. Okay, pana is Bakhandara. So pana is the indicator of the Bakhandara sentence. So Bakha Andara. So Bakha Andara means another Bakha, another side. So if we consider from this sentence, asankhara bhavo panasa citasa, then previous sentence will be Bakha. So because the sentence they come in pair, Bakha and Bakhandara. So previous sentence will be Bakha, and then the following one will be Bakhandara. Pana is the Bakhandara Jodaka. So then, so we finish up to the asankhara. So time is up. Thank you for listening. Thank you for discussion.
Sayadaw, I may
So-
have just a quick question, Sayadaw.
Yes,
About that Pakantara and so here Sayadaw said that this is the Pakantara, so the previous sentence is the Pakha, right? Yes. So is it like the Pakha sentence is that long Vichara sentence, or is like a combination of the Vichara and the Sankhepa, Sayadaw?
Both combination of the Sankhepa and Vaitara.
I see. Okay.
And also we can even go up to the Dedikata Sambhayutta, Dena Sambhayutta, Dedikata Sambhayutta. So because in the Pali text, Somna Sagata, Dedikata Sambhayutta, like that it appears. So Dedikata Sambhayutta, the sentence which are explaining about the Dedikata Sambhayutta is Pekha. Okay.
I see. Okay, thank you. So basically, it's just about the different contents, right? So contents. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just the simple sentence, right? So
Well, the contest.
okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
Good night. Good morning.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sayadaw.
Sayadaw. Good night.
Sadhu,
So
sadhu.
by saying Buddha Sasana Jiran Data Do, okay? Buddha Sasana Jiran Data Do, Buddha Sasana Jiran Data Do, Buddha Sasana Jiran Data Do, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good night, Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Good night.
Okay, good night. Good morning, good night.